What is good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. If it's your first time watching, thank you. If you like what you see and you like the content, take a moment to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and if you still like what you see, hit that notification bell so you know when I post more. Now, keeping in line with the nostalgia, as last week we did the Sergeant Slaughter review from Hasbro's G.I. Joe Classified line, this week we're going to do another nostalgic trip. Now, we're going to go back to the 80s with this one too. What this is going to be a Super 7 review. It's going to be a review of the Super 7 Ultimates Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles figure for Slash. Now, for those of you who don't know who Slash is, he is the evil mutant turtle from Dimension X that was sent here by Krang to wreck the Ninja Turtles in the 80s. I think he was only in a couple of episodes, but still, a hell of a figure. I used to have the Playmates version of this as a child. And man, I'll tell you, I played with this figure non-stop until the paint fell off. He was the antithesis to the actual Ninja Turtles. And you know me, I'm all about the villains in things. So this guy, instead of having, you know, the purple, orange, red, or blue bandana, he had the black bandana. He had the wonky giant yellow eyeball. And like, he had all the twisted looking weapons and big wooden shoulder pads. I mean, he was just the complete antithesis, spiky shell and all. And the thing was just so amazing and toyetic looking that it was something that I'll remember for the rest of my life. And that's why I picked this guy up. I was able to pick him up for around $59.99 at my local comic shop. Again, I'll say it, and I'm sure you guys get tired of hearing it, but here we go again. It is Lemon Juice McGee's Comic Cavalcade here in Somerset, Kentucky. If you're in the area or you just feel like driving to make a visit, pay the shop a visit. He has tons of collectibles, tons of comics, and it's a really friendly atmosphere, great store. You will find something you like, I'm sure of it. I will post a link below to this figure from another store, such as the Big Bad Toy Store, just in case you see it and you're anything like me and you want one of your own. So what I'll do now is I will go ahead, punch in, and we'll review this figure. Okay, guys, here is the typical Super 7 outer box for Slash. Of course, you have the Nickelodeon logo at the bottom because that's who owns the Turtles now. The Super 7 logo. Ages 14 plus. You'll get your really cool Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles logo and, of course, the character name. Nothing on top. Nothing on the sides. All the legalese and the barcode, of course, is on the back. You can pause the video if you want to read all that. And we'll take a look at what's inside this shell. When you remove the outer packaging, you are treated to the Super 7 Ultimates logo on top of a gigantic purple box, because this figure is actually a really chunky boy. You look here, you see the Slash logo on the manhole cover, his twisted face, his two little daggers. You go down here, of course, you'll see Slash, ages 14 plus, and of course a Super 7 logo. Nothing on the sides. You go around back, you're treated to a very brightly colored Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles logo. Go down to the bottom down here, and of course, contents one figure with accessories, another Super 7 logo. You flip this guy over, of course, and again, you're treated to some more legalese. If you want to pause and read that, that's up to you. I don't know anybody that actually reads this stuff, though. Alright, and you slide off the outer shell. Of course, the top of the box does have a Ninja Turtles logo. I've already taken the liberty of getting the figure out. We'll cover the accessories here in a moment. You're treated to a good view of the figure, of course, in the box. Another Ninja Turtles logo with the Slash at the bottom. The brick and graffiti texture at the side for the cityscape and the sewer grate at the bottom. And you look around back and you're treated to a Foot Clan logo, some electrical boxes and graffiti again, and of course a character description. If you want to pause and read all that, that's fine. I'll give you a moment with that. And then you go down to the bottom, of course, and you get the Super 7X Nickelodeon logo. And you turn this over, and it's going to be the same legalese I showed you earlier. And when you open the box, of course, you'll get the first tray. Here you get the extra head with the different kind of sneer than normal. You'll get his spiked barbed wire nunchucks, which are always great. An open hand with blades. Closed fist with blades. Another open holding hand with blades. Moving over to tray 2, you will get a classic TMNT weapons rack that, like, used to come with the Playmates toys. This one's done in purple, as Slash's weapons were done in a purplish hot pink back in the day. You'll come over here and shurikens go in these empty holes. I've already taken the liberty to adding those to the figure. You do get the spiked shell grenades here, and you get another set of hands to mirror the ones in the other clamshell. And out of the package, we have Slash himself. If you take a look, he is holding the painted version of the weapons that are in the box. You get the giant mace, and of course you get the giant frickin' trench knife. You look on the belt, of course you have the backwards S for Slash, the skull and crossbones to tell you he's mean as shit. You get the big wonky eyeball, the normal eye, the big gnarly teeth. You come around, you get the wooden shoulder pads that are still printed in the purple plastic like used to come with the figure. You go around, you of course get the big spiky shell because he's a mutant snapping turtle. You get the twisted sai and the twisted sword, the spiked tail, the whole 9 yards. Now this guy does have standard Super 7 articulation, but he is a little hard to pose due to his size. His head can only move up and down, and it does rotate a full 360, but it rotates a full 360 vertically. And of course the arms do rotate 360, move up and down. He does have a bicep swivel. The elbow joint is single jointed. The wrists do rock and turn 360. He can't do a full splits due to his size. The knees are not double jointed, they are single joints. You do get ankle rock and pivot at the feet, but you do not get a thigh cut. His legs are on ball joints. But this is all well hidden and obscured by that gigantic shell. The paint apps on this guy are absolutely fantastic, from his toes all the way to the sculpt texture into the belt, shell, and face. When I saw this guy in the store, I knew I had to have it just because he was a favorite when I was a kid. Okay guys, thank you for hanging out today and reviewing Slash with me from the Super 7 Ultimates TMNT line. In my humble opinion, the Super 7 Ultimates line is sort of superior to the NECA line if you like the old school version of the toys. See, the difference between NECA and Super 7 is Super 7's only contracted to do kind of replications of the old toy line from Playmates. They can't actually touch on the animated series versions. So if you see a lot of differences between these two lines, or you like one better than the other, I mean, that's probably why. NECA can only do animated versions of the figures, and I'll show you that later with Ace Duck on how the figure is far superior, because that's going to be my next review. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the content today. If you did, like I said, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. I'm always here. I'm going to post new content every week from now on, once, sometimes twice. And I will see you later.